strolling up to the 701 resembles observing a performing artist on a dull stage lit up by a spotlight. Everything around it blurs away as you gaze profoundly into its emanation, transfixed and stunningness. The 701 Vitpilen is a show stealer. Maxime Thouvenin, Husqvarna's creative lead on the motorcycle's road venture, stayed enduring that if these bikes were to achieve generation, that the 401 and 701 would hold an emphasis on faultless plan. I was informed that the Vitpilen and Svartpilen ideas initially started as a workmanship venture. Once the web detonated 4 years back at the disclosing EICMA, the higher-ups at Husqvarna chose to greenlight the bicycles. Maxime stayed resolute that he would just enable them to be made on the off chance that they kept the similar plan components. Shockingly, the creation bikes, and for the most part so with the 701 Vitpilen, are near indistinguishable to the ideas. It's trailblazing, and it is exceptionally dissimilar to a bike organization to take that sort of bet. I trust Maxime succeeded, and I likewise recognize Husqvarna in taking such a challenging jump. I can continue endlessly about the excellence of this bicycle, however for the present I'll essentially say the 701 speaks to all that I outwardly adore about cruisers. It is an amicable mix of 1960s retro with the future stylish of Tron. I trust the whole Vitpilen and Svartpilen lineup, and particularly the 701, will be once-in-an-age cruisers that adequately declare to the world that Husqvarna is here to rethink present-day road bikes for another age of riders. The build-up around this bicycle has been stewing in me for over 3 years. Today after the ride, gratefully, it met the greater part of those desires. At the core of the 701 Vitpilen is the attempted and genuine 692cc single-chamber 4-stroke fluid-cooled motor found in the 701 Supermoto and Enduro, two bikes that have progressed toward becoming staples in the Swedish Mark's road lineup. The motor puts out 75 strength and 53 feet-to-pounds of torque. While those numbers are not apparently noteworthy, they fill in as a mysterious adjust of simply enough energy to keep you engaged and insufficient to dive you into wretched dread. The 701 Vitpilen is tuned no uniquely in contrast to the previously mentioned models, yet the bicycle's ergonomics and its riding position make its own one-of-a-kind affair. The tank fits my 6 feet 5 inches casing splendidly. Rather than being crushed against the tank, my infant creators are as free as my knees pointing into the breeze. The single seat takes into account opportunity of development, as well, and keeping in mind that the clasp-on handlebars advance a forceful bistro racer tasteful, the machine keeps up a shockingly casual riding position. At 346 pounds, without fuel, the 701 Vitpilen is lightweight and agile. The ergonomics are fun, and the motor punches sufficiently only to give you the certainty when the street starts to contort. The front end includes a WP 43mm completely movable suspension that uses a split damping capacity. Pressure and bounce back can be balanced utilizing the simple access clickers situated on the highest point of the fork tube. At the back is a solitary WP monoshock. I forgot messing around with the settings, however my energetic ride with the default settings was more than worthy. The suspension felt tight and never too delicate. As I dove further into the country environs encompassing Merida, California, I was escorted by Scott Burtness, the event specialist for Husqvarna North America. The course for the day comprised of a ribbony 65-mile circle loaded with quick sweepers, a couple of tight and specialized corners, one crude street with flotsam and jetsam, dazzle corners, and one errant jackrabbit. Once on the 701 Vitpilen, I could tell I was riding a major, pounding single chamber. Not at all like its younger siblings, the 401 Svartpilen and 401 Vitpilen, the 701 vibrates hard. Once the revs move north of 5,000 revolutions per minute, notwithstanding, the second counterbalancer smooths out the vibration and makes for a more agreeable ride. At the point when the street started to bend, that is the place the emphasis on vibrational solace left and the 701 sparkled. With everything cooperating, the 701 Vitpilen is flawlessly adjusted. It thrusts into turns flawlessly. Its ergonomics permitted me the flexibility to move around and off the bicycle. The smooth throttling urged me to keep the throttle completely open, and the single plate, 320mm, 4-cylinder Brembo front caliper and 240mm single-cylinder Brembo in the back gave adequate halting force and material input. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.